Panther 0822 here. It is din time with the Panther time. That's the time that it is. So give me a few. I'm going to do my customary share out to a couple sources and then we'll get started. And I do want to give a little bit of a fair warning. I am tired and really honestly not in the best of moods right now. So with that warning in mind, there will probably be a bit of ranting and raving and venting. But let's share this out a couple of different places. Alright, that's gonna be good enough. That's all fine. Don't want to add any delay. That's all fine, and that's all fine. I'm tired. I really probably should crawl into bed for as tired as I am. Are you going to the right place or are you going somewhere else? You're going somewhere else. Well, I guess I can share this while I'm here. I'm sharing out also the U-carrying. So for those of you who aren't familiar, we've been running a U-carrying for my wife to help cover the cost as far as getting out to Florida. Honestly, the whole every share can raise if that number was, it's because it says can raise $37 per share. If we had raised, right now, sadly, there's no money been raised, which is really fucked up and sad. Especially for those people who have said, yeah, we'll support, just let us know where it's at. And so we tell people about the sharing link and they don't do a fucking thing. So don't fucking tell me you're gonna do something and then don't do it because you're too fucking lazy or too much of a cheapskate. If you don't have the money, at least be honest with me and at least tell me, hey, I'd love to, but I just don't have the money. At least be honest with me. I'd rather you be honest with me than lie to my face. Alright, well the quality's not too terribly great. Again, I've got to fix that. Mainly, the easiest way for me to fix that is going to be to get a better graphics card. And not the onboard one, because the onboard one is shit, but it does its job, so. Like I said, I'm tired and really probably not in the best of mood, but I've been making a habit to do these every day, so. And yeah, so. Anyways, before I forget, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified when I do streams and uploads, because I do gameplay Monday through Friday, and then I do vlogs 7 days a week. So all right, well those are uploading. Anyways, my MS today has moderately affected me. was having a conversation with somebody, and the conversation got fucked up because my brain in my mouth could not fucking work. So it got really, really aggravating. And honestly, for me, it gets very aggravating because I'm trying to talk to a person. I'm trying to tell them what I'm trying to communicate, and I can't communicate. And I'm used to being able to communicate with people. And now because of the fucking MS, I can barely have a 2-second conversation with somebody before it gets all fucked up. Now, moderate exaggeration, but not by much. So, pain-wise, my MS hasn't really affected me pain-wise, but it has affected me today in other ways. So that hasn't exactly been fun or cool. Was at a rehearsal today for the wedding that I'm doing tomorrow. The setup and everything, for the most part, everything went well, but there was a buzz in one of my speakers. I have to get up early and set everything up in the morning and see if that buzz is there with a different cable, because if it's there with a different cable, at that point it means it's either the speaker or the mixer, and I don't have another speaker to try it out with, and the other mixer I have, I think 1 or 2 of the channels are shot anyway, so but if I change the cable out, then it means it's either the mixer or it's the speaker. Either way, it's money out of my pocket that I technically don't have right now. So, I can get a used version of the speaker from Guitar Center for about 80 bucks. Basically $40 less than a brand new one costs, because the new one's 130. So, either way, it's money I technically don't have. And it's just frustrating because I've got to get up. I mean, I have to get up early tomorrow anyways, because there's a friend who's moving. Well, she's not really my friend. She's more of my brother-in-law and wife's friend. Who's moving to Hawaii, and they're doing a going away party starting at noon, and I wanted to be at the wedding by noon so I could set everything up and go through troubleshooting and then talk with the other person and get everything else set up that I needed to get set up. And the wife was like, well, we're doing this thing tomorrow at noon, and we should at least make an appearance for an hour. And it's an hour and 20, at minimum, hour and 20-minute drive to where I need to go for the wedding. Hour and 30 at the outside. And there's also another event which is also going to fuck traffic up. So, if I leave at 1 o'clock, I'll be, just to be really fucking cynical right now, because that's the mood I'm in, I won't get there till 3:30. And the wedding starts technically at like 4:30. So getting there like an hour before the wedding start is a fucking unprofessional and rude as all hell. So, honestly, given my particular mood right now, I might just tell my brother-in-law and my wife to fuck off, and I may just go to the wedding by myself. It's like, you guys can go do whatever the fuck you're gonna do with this person. I'll just go to the wedding so that I know that I can be there on time, get everything set up, and yeah. As it is, I may have to make a drive into Tacoma to buy a fucking speaker that I don't have money. Sorry, I like I said at the beginning, I'm really not in the mood. I'm in a very foul mood. I'm very angry right now. Very, very frustrated. It's not that bad things are happening. I mean, life is life, and shit happens. But there are some times where the shit just kind of piles on all at once, and you're like, where the fuck did this shit come from? And it creates a larger stress and frustration than it really needs to, or more than I'm really able to tolerate because of my MS. I really just don't tolerate stress very well. I never tolerated stress to start with. But with the MS, again, there's a lot of things that, but prior to the MS, I could handle. Maybe not very well, but I can at least handle it. With after the MS, fuck it. No, hell no. I can't really handle shit. The little tiny bit of stress stresses me out, pisses me off, and I want to put my fist through a fucking wall. And right now's no exception, because right now I just want to pound the shit out of the desk and break something. I'm fucking stressed and aggravated. And it's not their fault. Not even remotely their fault. It was just, it was a scheduling conflict. And we have one vehicle, so we don't really have the option of me going up there when I want to, and then having my brother-in-law meet me up there when he's available. Don't have that option. So the options that we have are very limited, and none of them are really a good option. My wife doesn't see the point in me getting there about 3 hours early. The setup isn't going to take me that long. The setup's probably going to take me 45 minutes. It's not going to take me that long. The largest amount of the setup really is just getting the shit out of the car and then setting it up. That's the biggest part, is just getting the shit out of the car. So, and then setup. I mean, overall setup, 45 minutes to an hour. But that's not including the fucking drive time. So, I mean, again, if the wedding starts at like 4, I want to say 4. I'll pull my phone out. I've got it in my calendar. Well, I have it slated for noon until basically 10. But the wedding itself starts at like 4:30. They're doing pictures at 2:30, which doesn't really involve me, but I mean, as long as I'm there by no later than about 2:30, then I'll be okay. Which means I need to leave probably no later than about 1. Again, no later than 1. Fucking stresses me out. Just stresses me out. I've got to be up early so that I can set shit up, so that I can find out whether a speaker's blown. And then if my speaker is blown or potentially blown, still giving me the buzz, I know it's one of two things, which means I need to go and spend $80, because again, the other pair of speakers that I have to actually test and verify whether it is actually the speaker versus my board, they're back in Colorado right now, and I'm trying to sell them, so I mean, this is one of those things where all the shit hit the fan all at once, and now I've got to try and figure out how the fuck to make it work. Not that it can't work, not that it won't work, just I got to figure out how. And unfortunately, again, because of the MS, my brain doesn't function at the same level that it used to, and I have a harder time actually seeing through this shit. And a harder time actually getting to the resolution that I need. A lot of times I have to either step out or I have to blow up, break shit, and then go, oh, fuck, I broke this shit. Now I've got to go replace it anyways because I fucking broke it because I was pissed, and then I finally find my resolution. So honestly, I don't think I quite realized how fucking pissed and stressed out I am about the situation. And again, there's no real fucking reason for me to be stressed and pissed out about it. There's no reason for me to be in this mood. There really isn't. A lot of it is just the MS because I can't process it anymore. In a lot of ways, I just can't handle it. It's the reason why I stepped out of the workforce. I stepped out of the workforce because I can't handle customers' bullshit. I mean, I barely tolerated when customers came up and told me, well, the customer's always right. I barely was able to keep my tongue and be like, look, you motherfucker, you're not always right. You lie, cheat, and steal to get anything you can for fucking free or at a discount. And how would I know? Oh, because I am a customer and I've done it myself. So don't think for one fucking second you're fooling anybody. And unfortunately, the company motto... And I was working for Walmart, and Walmart wasn't the only company that adopted this mentality, is, yep, customer, you are absolutely right. We'll take it up the asshole to bend over backwards so that your ego can be massaged, or because you didn't get it off, we'll help you. Sorry for the vulgar analogy, but, I mean, I'm just... It bugs me. It really does. I try very hard not to have that attitude, but when shit goes wrong, I do go into a store and I do expect it to get fixed. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm the polite guy, which means I get ignored. But the guy who's two registers down being a fucking dick and loud as hell gets exactly what he wants. Well, me, the quiet guy, is like, well, we're sorry you're fucked over, but thanks again for your business. Come again. Excuse me? The dude, two registers over, who should be being escorted out of the store, you're giving him his shit on a fucking discount, on a gift card, and you're basically giving to him about a fucking platter, and you're telling me to go fuck off. What the fuck is wrong with you? And this is why I don't work anymore, is because I can't handle this shit anymore, and I don't tolerate it, and I speak my mind. I just about got fired, I want to say 2 or 3 times. In my last 2 weeks, because I gave my 2-week notice because I wanted to be professional, and if I eventually got back into a place where I could get back into the workforce, I didn't want to burn my bridges. At least not with Walmart. There are other places I really just don't give 2 shits about. If I'd burned the bridge with them, I would have burned the bridge. Just be like, fuck you, I'm done. But Walmart is not one of those places. As much as Walmart annoys me, it is one of the few retail places that I can apply at that I would be able to go back to. So, but yeah, I'm sorry. This is just turning into one huge rant and rave about shit that I've already kind of voiced on a different vlog. So, I think I need to get off camera. I think I need to finish my coffee. I need to, like, put on some peaceful music. I need to try and meditate. I need to, honestly, I need to go to bed. And, get up early in the morning and do a test run of everything and find out if I've got a potentially blown speaker. And if I do, then I've got to drive into Tacoma and spend $80 out of the vacation money that my wife and I have been putting aside for Florida to buy a used speaker to at least get me through the wedding. I'd prefer to buy a new one, but a new one's $130, and I just don't fucking have it. As it is, I've got to spend $153 to keep my keep my cell phones on, so I have a functional phone. So I mean, I don't have the fucking money for this. Fucking cash poor. I make $2,900 a fucking month. By the end of the month, my wife and I have maybe, if we're fucking lucky, $300 to get us through for 4 fucking weeks for gas and groceries. If we're fucking lucky. And the reality is we don't. By the time the end of the week, by the time we're done paying for all the shit that we budget for, that we wrote it down and going, all right, by the time we paid all of this, we should have $300. By the time we're done, we have $150, 200 fucking bucks. We're like, where the fuck did $150, $200 go? And we go through and we go, oh, it's like, no, it all adds up. Everything that we were gonna pay is exactly the exact numbers. We paid everything, but we're still fucking cash poor. Of course, and that's also the other fucking reason we're leaving this fucking state at the end of our lease and going to Texas or Florida. And I know some people will be like, well, Texas or Florida is not cheaper. Oh, yeah, actually it is. Texas, I can find here's a wake-up call for you. Go to realtor.com and look at the for rent. I can find a 4-bed, 3-bath, anywhere from a 4-bed, 1-bath to a 4-bed, 4-bath for about $600, $700 a month in a decent neighborhood. So if you want to try and tell me that Texas is more expensive, you can shove it up your ass, because I know you're wrong. Same thing for Florida. I can find in Florida, there are places where I can find like a 4-bed, 2-bath for $700 a month. So I can find places, and I can find a place to live in other states that's cheaper than here. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, I guess my coffee's gone, so. Anyways, thank you for listening to my MS rant and rave. In some way I do appreciate it. Maybe watching me go off on camera. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it'll feel. Maybe you'll feel better about your life or about the situations that you're in and whatnot. Again, the situation I'm in, it's not a bad situation. It's just annoying because it looks like I'm probably, whether I want to or not, gonna have to spend $80 to $200 of money that is dedicated to another thing, and that upsets me. I mean, it upsets me a lot because that $400 that we have set aside right now is set aside for Florida. So I just, and my wife and I keep saying this. We can't keep doing this. We really can't. We're killing ourselves. And we can't keep being cash poor. We can't, at the end of the month, we can't just have it so it's $300 to cover myself, my wife, and my brother-in-law. And yeah, my brother-in-law gets $130-ish for food stamps, and then about he gets cash assist as well. I mean, he gets basically about $250-ish total between cash assist and food stamps. So it's not that he doesn't contribute, it's just the amounts that we have do not balance the equation out to last the month. It just doesn't. Because when you think about it, my brother-in-law is using basically $130, $160 in food stamp money to cover 3 people for a month. Think about that. Basically $130-ish for 3 people a month. That doesn't fucking work. But it's not designed to work that way. That money is $130 for him for a month. So for him for a month, that works. But to help cover 2 additional people, it doesn't work. And then the cash assist is also there. And again, it's designed to cover 1 person, not 3. So again, by the end of the month, we just the amount of money is not enough to cover what it needs to cover at all. So I mean, it's not that I'm not grateful for the assistance, it's not that I'm not grateful for the money. It's just frustrating to be constantly cash poor. And the even more fucked up part about it is there's no fucking reason for Tommy and I to be cash poor. None whatsoever fucking ever. But we're cash poor because we had a shit ton of money, we fucked it away. And we know we fucked it away. It's not the money magically did. No, we know where it went. We were fucking stupid. We were stupid with the money. And because we were stupid with the money, we are now in a cash poor situation because of our fucking stupidity. So we don't really have anybody to blame but ourselves. It's just frustrating to try now to have to. Again, it's like the speakers. I've got to try and find a way to fix the situation where we have very little money when either A, we don't have the money, or B, the money's already routed into something else. And to take it, it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. It doesn't fucking work because you still owe Mary. It doesn't work. Robbing one person to pay another person doesn't work. It's like robbing one bank to pay off the other bank. Okay, you still owe a bank, you still committed a crime, you're still fucked either way. Congrats. Just fucking annoying. Anyways, I've repeated the same point, I want to say probably 2 or 3 times at this point. I'm gonna get off camera. thank you guys so much for watching me and listening to me rave and rant and be angry at a camera. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the bottom. Hit the bell icon so you get notified when I do streams and do uploads. Till the next time, this is Panther 0822. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.